Welcome to Paperback Pleasures. I'm Annabel.
And I'm Romy. We're here to talk all things romance literature, from the origin of erotica
To the swoon-worthy classics
to modern romantasy sagas.
and everything in between, one book at a time.
We are so happy you're here. Let's talk romance. Our third bonus epilogue. There are so many new children.
The babies just keep coming.
They do, and I have to say, as much love as I have for Sloane and Jasper, not a fan of the names of their babies. I'm so sorry.
We've got the baby boy Sutton.
Who's hilarious, because he's just so fucking upset all the time.
It's true. We've got a sad baby boy, and we've got our feral older sister.
Skylar. I feel like Sutton and Skylar are nice names. I just don't like them within the context of Sloane and Jasper, and I don't have a good reason for you as to why.
I also think the names of Rhett and Summer's kids were such a nod to their relationship.
Yeah.
And then here we are with like random S names for some reason. But whatever.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. It did feel a little random. Okay, well, let's talk about what happens in this bonus epilogue, because I'm sure a lot of our listeners didn't just read this like we did 30 seconds ago.
We are 6 years later.
I love getting the deep look into the future. We got that with Summer and Rhett. We only got 1 year later with Kate and Willa, and they're actually not even in this epilogue. But yeah, six years down the road with the Eaton clan.
The growing Eaton clan.
I love it. It's so fun. We get a little bit of Harvey, and it sounds like they're kind of traipsing across their property to get to an old bridge to do some bridge jumping into a body of water nearby, which is something the boys grew up doing, but it's Sloane's first time.
Well, and it's so lovely. It feels so summery. In their book, there was this road trip, right? And so they got to see like the vast expanse of the area that they live in. And while it was definitely winter, we had like an outdoor element throughout with the pond hockey. They jumped in the lake in the middle of winter. And here we have like a really nice, super outdoorsy summer scene with these characters, which felt super refreshing.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. I forgot to ask you this during the episode. How do you feel about her nickname, or his nickname for her?
Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that nickname before, so I really like it.
I didn't know if you'd like resent it because of that.
Yes. So I was a character named Sunshine in the 5th grade play. So assigned because I was a huge dork, and Sunshine was the name of a random dork who probably didn't need to have a name because I had like one line. But it makes me happy because I think it's reflective of her personality as well. I guess her name starts with an S. So maybe that's why they have kids' names that start with S. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I did like the little nod to the name of the book without it being actually directly said. The chapter ends with them free falling from this bridge, which is just this total like releasing and giving up power to this activity, to everything, and this, just putting yourself intentionally into a complete free fall, which is what they did when they took their relationship from friendship to romance, with all of this fear of, are we ruining something that we've been banking on for the rest of our lives with our friendship for each other, and kind of going into that free fall. And so they're still doing it. And obviously their sex life is alive and well, because the chapter also ends with him groping her under the waves.
Just like he did at the lake.
Just like he did at the lake. No, I thought this was cute. I'm not sure if it was my favorite bonus epilogue between the 3 that we've read, but I thought it was cute. We got to see a little bit of Beau, and I really like that Summer and Rhett have like a firecracker daughter, and so do Jasper and and Sloane. They seem like they're around the same age too.
Yeah, it's true.
That's fun. That's fun. I feel like they have their hands very, very full.
It was really fun. I did think it was nice to see the 2 parents' personalities kind of reflected in their kids, where like the younger boy's kind of like Jasper, where he's really sensitive and he like really needs emotional support, and the older daughter is a lot like Sloane, where she's like very feisty and wants to be involved in everything. Yes. And I thought that was really fun.
I thought so too. One thing I really appreciated about Powerless is that we had like a really like broody MMC, but he was very like dark and broody without being hyper masculine. You know, he was broody because he is so sensitive.
Yeah.
Which yeah, which we don't see very often. So it was kind of nice to see that hopefully their son won't have to grow up to be so broody because of trauma, and hopefully learn to protect his heart a little bit so he's not
Yeah.
always crying.
He can be our little marshmallow.
Give me a little marshmallow. It sounds like his sister Skylar will take good care of him.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have a good sister. Well, I was going to ask you, whenever I think of bridge jumping, I think of you actually, because I feel like you have been bridge jumping. I was kind of surprised to hear that they have a bridge on their property that's never come up before. Because when I think bridge jumping, I think urban personally.
Well, that's because if you associate me with bridge jumping, it always happened in an urban setting. So that might be why the correlation in your brain is happening.
That
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
no, I've done a lot of bridge jumping. Minneapolis is the city of lakes. The whole city is built around this chain of lakes. And of course, that means there's lots of bridges connecting everything. And there are several bridges over several lakes in Minneapolis, and a lot of neighborhoods that are very good for jumping off of, as long as you don't land on a kayak or a canoer. Exactly. And then I actually won an award. For those of you who don't know, I'm also a professional photographer. I did win an award for a picture I took in high school of one of my friends doing a backflip off of one of the bridges in the chain of lakes in Minneapolis. It feels like what they were doing was a little higher than what I was doing, maybe. I'm not sure. But no, it's super fun. I love a free fall as long as it's not like a roller coaster. Like I like free falls that I do to myself. Does that make sense? So like I will go cliff jumping, I'll go bridge jumping, but if you like strap me into a roller coaster and it falls, I hate it.
Wow. So you like the more dangerous ones.
Yes. Apparently.
That your brain is not logicking, but I hear you. I mean, I love the feeling of falling. I was actually reading this. I was like, dang, I really want to go jump off something. That
Right?
sounds so fun.
I know, got my adrenaline pumping.
Let's go.
I did like they were bringing the kids to watch them do it, even though they couldn't do it. The kids did not go bridge jumping in the epilogue, but it sounds like something that Jasper and his brothers would do a lot growing up. And there's a callback to when Sloane and Violet kind of snuck off to watch them do this, and they were skinny dipping. And so Violet was like, oh, no, those are my brothers. And Sloane was like, oh, but look at Jasper. He was like 17 or 18, I guess.
Don't mind if I do.
This obviously is a very special place for their family as far as the kids go. So I feel like now that they're all presumably living on the property, I assume that Jasper and Sloane built on the property in the section that Harvey gave them. They don't really talk about it, but I would assume so. I feel like watching the next generation climb this hill to this bridge to do the jump and watch their parents do the jump, it's just like they're setting it up to make sure their kids know this is a place they can go when they want to be rebellious teenagers, which is cute because it's giving them a space to be rebellious teenagers, but also being like, we'll know where you are. We're like, we're kind of designing the safe outlets for you.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
I feel like this may be kind of crazy, but I'm like, so much of this family is so close, and they don't seem to have very many friends outside the family. Like, are they going to become insular and weird living all on this like one property over the course of several generations?
I feel like they already kind of are. And like, but like right now it's still in a charming way.
Okay.
But like the way that like Willa was written in Powerless specifically, part of me was like, she should not be in public.
I know.
Like she's too quirky right now.
I'm concerned for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have like more of an interaction with the general public in the next book.
We'll see. I mean, these are two people that really don't have much connection to Wishing Well Ranch. You know, Winter's just starting to warm up to Chestnut Springs and maybe hanging out with these girls, and then Theo is just a bull rider who happens to know Red and is being trained by him. So I think we're going to look at a lot of outside world, whether it's Chestnut Springs or the cities or what. But yeah, I think it's going to be cool.
Where are we going? We don't even know.
We have no idea. All right. Well, with that, let's go to Reckless.
See you next week.
Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Paperback Pleasures. If you have a moment, please consider liking, subscribing, rating, or leaving a review wherever you're listening. A few clicks on your end make a world of difference for us. It is truly the best way to support us. We also have a Patreon page. For just $5 a month, you get access to blooper reels, exclusive minisodes. We even do movie nights. If you're wondering who else is listening to Paperback Pleasures, we have a Discord channel full of our listeners. The links to these can be found in the episode description. We'll be back next week to keep talking romance. Until then, happy reading.